I made over $10,000 every single day for the past 3 days in a row as a teenager, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what I do, why I do it, how I do it, and how you can potentially do the same. And in this video I also want to help you make that decision if you're early 20s teenager, if you know that the college path is not for you, or if you at least have some part of yourself thinking that the college path is not for you, traditional 9 to 5 is not for you. I'm going to help you at least get closer to making that right decision for yourself. But before I get into that, my name is Braden. I have a portfolio of education companies doing multiple 6 figures a year. Assuming we stay on the same pacing, we'll actually be doing multiple 7 figures a year. We're literally in an internet gold rush. I started this about a year ago today. I didn't even make my first dollar online until January 2024. Was at basically nothing until April 2024. I shot up. I made 11.3K in 5 days. June went on to do 33K per month, and then just launched a new education company with a trading creator on Friday, Tuesday right now. Since then we've done 33K. So recently I actually made a post because I'm looking to hire somebody on my team to help me grow my business, and it's just a small simple role. I said there's no previous experience required, and I actually got at least 10 DMs from childhood friends looking to work with me. I also know there are a lot of other people who have messaged me. They've seen the sort of success I've had over the past year, and they're wanting to get into something similar to what I'm doing. So if that's you, if you're on the fence about doing something in the online space, making money online, having some type of freedom, not having to answer to a boss, not having to show up at a specific time every day, being able to sleep in, do fun shit, make lots of money, then I'm gonna tell you what it's actually like as someone who really does this and isn't trying to sell you a course, because I sell nothing to my audience. I have no agenda behind this video. I'm just making this for fun, looking to provide some value and grow my personal brand. One thing that I'll say, a lot of people have reached out to me wanting to work for me to make money, which is so stupid. Never ever focus on working for someone else in order to make money. If you're working for someone else, you should be doing so to learn from them. And the number one investment you can make in yourself as a beginner is investing in your education. That's why I'm so passionate about building education businesses. I've spent multiple 5 figures of my own money in the past year on my own education. I've spent up to 9K a month on a mentorship before, and that has gotten me the biggest returns. A lot of the traditional investing advice is invest in the S&P 500, invest in stocks, etc., which is sound advice for maintaining wealth. Once you have multiple 6 figures, multiple 7 figures, then of course you put that in stock or real estate or whatever to preserve your wealth. But if you're trying to make money early on, you need to be way more offensive with your investing. And I think the reason why I've moved so much faster than a lot of people is because the instant where I see that I can invest in myself and speed up the process and literally buy someone else's time and mistakes, I will do it. And so I think it's really stupid that a lot of people have this stigma on the course industry, and they're like, oh, you're the method or whatever. And yes, of course, there's some shitty people out there who are fake gurus and selling shitty courses. But if you have that mindset, you're not gonna make it. Like, honestly, if you think that courses and investing in your education is bad, you're gonna stay poor for the rest of your fucking life. Now I'm gonna help you make the decision, is online business right for you? Now, I think it's a very broad statement, and I think you need to decide what you actually value. Because for me, I had a friend reach out to me recently, and he was like, hey, I wanna get into what you're doing. And I know him. And I said, hey, I don't think you wanna do what I do. It requires chaos, war, constant stress, sleepless nights, eating shit for a while, and people telling you it's not going to work out. And so I think, yes, there is more peaceful online businesses that you can start, but managing multiple businesses at the scale that I'm at right now, it's only fun if you love the game. But if you don't love the game of business and you're just looking for some type of freedom, then I would much more recommend you do something that's easier and doesn't involve managing a team and doesn't tie down your time as much. And so in that case, I'd recommend something more so like e-commerce or a clothing brand or something like that, where you have a lot more freedom and not as much chaos. And so if you do love the game though, and you do love the chaos of building something big longer term, then I do recommend you build an actual service-based business. Service-based businesses are the best businesses to get started as a beginner because you don't have to invest any money in startup costs. But if you're looking for more freedom, you could do some type of online service, like helping someone grow their personal brand, help them run ads, or in my case, managing all the back end of an education business. However, if you're wanting to do something like that, I recommend you start by working for someone else. And I know it's like counterintuitive, like you're looking to get out of your 9 to 5 and then you're gonna work for someone else. But a lot of people will market these business models as very achievable, easy to get into as a beginner, when in reality they're not, and they're very luck based. And I honestly, like, I'll be completely honest, I got very lucky this year. Yes, I worked my ass off, 6 to 16-hour days every single day. I didn't take a single day off this year, not even weekends, not even holidays. I stayed home on New Year's working in my mom's basement. So I did work my ass off, but I also got lucky. I got here very quickly. And I think, yes, a lot of luck is positioning, but also a lot of luck just happens. And in business, you want to engineer your business in a way as much as possible where you're not relying on luck. You want to build a business where you have predictability and consistency, which is a big thing I've struggled with, because I'll have 33K months, then I'll go down to like a 10K month, right? Not consistent at all. And so what you want to do is build up a skill set that is consistent. And so what I recommend is you start with sales. Anybody wanting to build a business longer term, start with sales. You can do appointment setting, which is where whenever the marketing team gets somebody to come in, you call up that person and schedule them in for an actual sales call, where the closer, that's what it's called, is the closer takes the closing call. And so I recommend you start as an appointment setter. It's easier, you don't make as much money, you get a lot of reps in, and you'll develop the skill a lot quicker. And then you can work your way up and become a closer. And closers can actually make good money. And if you fall in love with the art of sales, you can actually make a very good full-time income with decent freedom if you're a remote closer. Or if you're wanting to take that a step further, then you take that skill of sales and then you can pair it with some other skill. Say maybe you're very creative and you love marketing, right? Maybe you start working for an agency and learn how to run ads, or maybe an organic content agency, so you learn how to create organic content. And then what happens is you work for these other people, and you're not working with them for money, you're working with them to gain the skill that is going to make you money in the long term. And then you can pair those skills and you'll make way, way, way more money. Ultimate Pro is you are getting paid to learn. And a lot of people, they'll literally pay 40 grand a year to go to a college and go to business school and learn from a professor who doesn't even own a business himself, and he's teaching how to build a business in business school. It's all theory, right? That is the problem with the traditional education system. The traditional education system is valued at $850 billion and it's dying at $50 billion a year. The alternative education system is valued at $250 billion and it's growing at $40 billion a year. If you want to take advantage of this alternative education gold rush, you need to invest in your education, and I recommend working for other people and basically buying their time to speed up your process of getting to that result. And we're very fortunate where information is democratized. You can find anything on a YouTube video, and doing what I'm doing 2 decades ago is impossible. I wouldn't even say it's possible to go from complete zero, no business experience to doing consistent 10K days as a teenager in 1 year. Not possible a year ago, or not a year ago, like a decade or 2 decades ago, right? We live in an insane opportunity, and I can see how the market is shifting. More and more people are starting to realize that the traditional path is not serving them, and more people are starting to get into this online space. And every single month that you wait, you are getting left behind, and is becoming more saturated and is becoming more monopolized, where the few people at the top will make all the money and everyone else is left fighting for scraps. And I've noticed that myself, even in this very, very new space. It's only been like popularized for a year. And I can already tell there's myself and maybe 10 to 20 other people in this space that I'm in who all the clientele are wanting to work with. And all the people at the bottom are stuck doing outreach, sending messages, doing all this bullshit. and they're never going to get clients because they have no real experience. Why would a client want to work with them anyways? They have no results to back it up, which is why as a beginner, I highly recommend you work with someone who actually knows what they're doing. You get a case study from them, you get results, you get experience, and then you use that experience to get clients who actually are good quality clients, right? I would say so many people are so scared to take that leap and go a separate way from the crowd. The thing is, the people who actually do that, maybe they're outcast at first, maybe they're side-eyed, but over time, life rewards the people who go against the flow. Only dead fish go with the flow. My advice to you, if that thought where you're like, this is not right for me, has even entered your mind or your gut at all, the sooner you can take that thought and turn it into action, the sooner you will reach success. Power is the ability to shrink the time between thought and action. And so that was one thing that I'm actually very proud of myself for, is the instant where I was like, this is not for me. I had already done my college orientation. It was 1 week before moving into college. I was like, this is not for me. I didn't go. I went all in on this, and my life has gotten so much fucking better, and I'm so happy and fulfilled with what I'm doing. And so I know it's scary, but you just need to take that leap, and you can never know exactly what's going to happen. You can never plan it out perfectly. You just need to be going in the right direction, and the path will become clear as you start going in that direction. But the path will never be clear at first. You're never going to have any fucking idea what you're actually doing, because there is no exact path for you. You just need to start walking the path, and you'll have a better idea of what you actually want to do with your life and how you can be successful. But at the end of the day, I know it's corny, but just follow your heart and stop listening to what other people tell you to do. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. This bunny just pulled up to say what's up. Look at this homie over here. Cute motherfucker. And just to finish off this video, I want to say invest in yourself, trust the process, and just take massive, messy action, and you're never going to know what's going to happen. You can even look on my first videos on IG. I'll leave my IG in the description. You can go follow me on there and scroll back to my oldest reel that I made about a year ago today. I had no fucking idea what I was doing, and I just didn't fear what other people thought. I just let go of that. I thought, why do I care more about other people's opinion of me than my own opinion of myself? So I just took massive action, and it worked out. I trusted the process. I've documented my entire journey from 0 to multiple 6 figures as a teenager in less than a year. And now we're on track to do 7 figures in the next few months or next year. Just fall in love with the process. Find something that you fucking love and just go all in on that, and you will be more obsessed than everybody else. And at that point, you'll just win by default. Love you. I'll catch you in the next one.